It's here. Welcome to Let's Play RimWorld Odyssey with me. 0F's given me today. We'll be starting a new game and setting off on our RimWorld adventure. I have some experience playing RimWorld, as you can see from my save game history going back to version 1.3. But here we are in version 1.6.45, 18, with all the DLC, including the newly released Anomaly. Now, I will say that, despite having played this game before, I've never actually gotten to the end or the part where you even make the spaceship. It's usually like a little town I end up building, and then I played quite slowly on like 1 or 2 times speed at most. So this time I'm looking to change that, and I mean, we'll see how it goes. Anything can happen. It's RimWorld. Our colony's probably gonna burn down or get burned down, but I'd like to try some of the new features in Odyssey. Mainly a river. I want to base us by a lake or a river so we can try possibly fishing and some cool defense around there. So, without further ado, let's get started. We're gonna make a new colony. I'm gonna pick Lost Tribe. I mean, this is the one that most people seem excited about, the grav ship. There's ships now and all kinds of stuff. I don't know how a lot of the systems in that works, so we're gonna have to find out. I'm probably gonna have to go on Wikipedia a bunch during this playthrough to figure out what something is. But yeah, let's go ahead and be a Lost Tribe. So this starts with 5 colonists. However, they have no technology. They're essentially cave people, cavemen. So we're gonna bring ourselves up from caveman technology, hopefully towards being something more sci-fi. That's the goal. Likely we'll get to cowboy level technology. That's usually where I kind of hover around and end up staying there and end up having a lot of crises, like never-ending food crisis, where we keep running out of food and people are starving, or we run out of medicine, and it's kind of things like that tend to end my colonies. We do fight off the raids, but it's the aftermath that usually gets me. I'm going to be playing on Randy Random. Hey, Xana, how are you doing? I'm going to be playing on Randy Random, which, as you can guess, is just a randomizer. I mean, the way that the director works in this game is they sort of scale up the disaster events, especially if you're playing on, like, Classic. So the more colonists, the better off you're doing, the more the game's going to try to send a disaster or something your way and throw you off your feet. But Randy Random still does that, but in a more I'm not entirely sure how it works. It's supposed to be random. I think it does have some semblance of, okay, the player colony is at whatever value, and it tries to match that with a disaster or enemies. And that's kind of why I like this game. I like the enemies. I think more games should have just like opposition, because there's a lot of city builders, and I mean, I'm gonna go back to reference a different game called Railway Pioneer. I didn't actually play that game, but it's a train building game, right? Like Transport Tycoon type of game, except it's in the Wild West, and there's bandits, and there's, you know, Native American tribes, people that try to just, like, take out your trains, and that's pretty cool. You know, makes that more fun. Even SimCity had, like, Godzilla come in at some point, and Meteor. Anyway, I'm gonna be playing on, which difficulty? I think I want to play Adventure Story here. So it's saying, there's room to grow and thrive, but it's still a dangerous planet. Recommended for experienced strategy gamers on their first time of RimWorld. It's not my first time of RimWorld, but like I say, I never got very far. Experienced RimWorld players who want some breathing room to pursue funny or weird goals. That's more me. Yeah. I'm gonna hit reload anytime mode. However, this will be a Iron Man run. Now the reason that I'm gonna do reload anytime is because I don't want it to be the case where something went wrong on the tech side of like streaming and then I couldn't get the footage back and then I'd have to go back. Something more like that, more like a reason like that, just in case something happens, like the internet drops or, you know, then you miss a whole lot of stuff. So, we should put a new seed in here. It should not be blackjack. It shall be hookers. Yeah. And hey, Sargasso, how are you doing? I think an ad break just started, but hello. This is all default enemy, or not just the enemy, like the other people, civilizations around. So I'm gonna add on each one cannibal tribe. So everything should have one. However, we've run out of room. So I guess that's what we're going for. 12 factions allowed only. Okay. Fierce Neanderthal. Rough Outlander Union, Cannibal Tribe. I mean, I guess that's fine. There's a couple pirates in here. Generate! Whoops. Hold on. It's not the soundtrack I'm looking for. So here we have our world. And now, the Cheetah Men. Usually at this stage I hit random site, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Random site. Where the fuck did it put me? The Tundra. I don't know about this. Let's see what it says. I'm retaining the right to re-roll my random roll. These mostly frozen plains bear almost no trees and little vegetation. I don't like the sound of that because I use a lot of wood stuff in my base. But since we're in this part of the world, what if we just hop over here? Why not? But I want to be on a river or a coast. I mean, there's this here, the whatever Yantium Sea. There's an island there, and that might be interesting. This is what, temperate forest. This is boreal forest. Both are kind of okay. I don't think I want to be in the desert. What is that? Glacial plain. Just random spots of glacial plain. But I think I want a river, like I was saying. So there's a river in the boreal forest, in the Bren forest, me Brengun. And there's a few tribes over here that will likely be attacking us. But you know what? Let's do it. This tile is near polluted tiles. There will be an acidic smog here roughly every 176 days. Oh, settle here anyway. Wait a minute. That's from what, here? I don't know. I don't know where that's coming from. What is this? A lake. We could be on a lake. That also gets the same problem. But you know what? Screw it. Colony's probably going to fail anyway. We're just going to check it out. So this is where you pick your religion. You don't have to have a religion. Hey, Sargasso. Yeah, I saw you come in there. You're checking it out as well. RimWorld Odyssey. I've been looking forward to that. So, for religion, I usually pick classic, like, which is just like standard-ish religion, like nothing crazy. Something that you'll be familiar with, like man can have one wife and they're not cannibals. This one's not too bad either. Unity family. Maybe I'll try that in the second colony. I think I'm gonna go classic for now. Just keep it simple. There's a whole lot of other stuff here, and the other factions that we meet will likely have some more extreme religions going on. Like, this is just freaking vampires. This is cannibals. Yeah, it gets weird. Alright, here we go. Let's pick our 5 colonists. So, we're cavemen. Or in this case, cave woman. They're good at melee. They're good at plants, so they can be our planter. They were kind of hungry, but that's alright. Let's look at their traits. They're greedy. I'm not going to min-max this stuff too much, by the way. But I will rename everyone. He's an impressive bedroom. Well, that's not the worst trait, actually. We can deal with that. Quick sleeper. Doesn't need to sleep as much. Rest plus food, that's really good. And careful shooter. Although they have a shooting skill off 0. Okay, who else do we have? Another female shooting. This one's better at shooting, and they've got a passion for it, which means they learn it faster. These things take up by experience points. They're good with animals, which isn't bad. Nothing too critical here, though. So I might reroll them. This one... good at melee, good at plants. Another good at plants. Another greedy. They also want a big bedroom. Fantastic memory for detail. Okay. Ah, they have a scar that's going to be causing them, like, constant pain. So does this one. This one's good at building. And this is a dude. Look, it's our only dude that we got here. Jogger. That's a good trait, I think. Move speed plus 40, a little bit faster. Gaining pleasure from chemicals. Don't know about that one. Upbeat. Okay, let's see who else is there. Pyromaniac. We don't want them. No, no, no. They'll burn down our place. You're playing... Oh yeah, Timberborn. I remember you telling me about that game. Let's see. Muffalo. Great memory. I don't know why that's... what that impacts. That's fine. And tough is a really good one. I think I might take this dude. He's incapable of violence. He's good at cooking. He might just be our dedicated chef. Yeah, that's bad, though, because he can't help us defend the base. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna reroll, I think, this one. Let's start. Randomize. 2, 3. Assman, no thank you. Yeah, I did just do that until we got a dude. Combo Elk, that's an interesting name. We're gonna rename everyone in a second anyway. Good at shooting, good at melee, good at plants. Can construct. Incapable of nothing, and he's tough. That's a pretty much an all-rounder. That's a nice one to have. Now let's see, what did we not like over here? This is the one who was greedy, that's fine. Slow learner, I'm not sure I want that. Jogger. Oh, that was pretty good, actually. Jogger. You're also a jogger. This is the one who needs to use drugs, so we're gonna reroll him. Can I get another dude? There's a lot of chicks in my colony. Here we go. Quick sleeper, abrasive. He's probably gonna get his ass kicked, but that's fine. Construction, plants, incapable of none. Okay. I think I want to reroll this one. Undergrounder. Unhappy while outdoors. That's not good. Annoying voice. Masochist. Pain is a virtue. He's ugly. No one's gonna like to look at him. And he's a nudist. I don't think I want a nudist. How about this dude? Great memory, gourmand. Life revolves around food. Well, he's probably gonna eat all our food, but he's also good at cooking, so that kind of evens out. Alright, let's name these people. Now I have my system here, which is my name list that I created for games like XCOM, Stellaris, Pokemon. It has a total of 823 names. So let's get our randomizer, 823. Here we go. Between 1 and 823, name number 7. Name number 7 is... Okay, not like this. Let's go to the top. Number 7. Sea Lion. So first version here is gonna be Sea Lion. And the nickname is Lion. Next up. 142. 142 in the list is Gollop Chamber. Oh yeah, that's a good reference. If you know, you know. Chamber. Next up, Tadami. You're no longer Tadami. You're gonna be 499, which is equivalent to Officer Minogue. Minogue. Oh, I remember what show that's from. New Zealand show. Next up, 187 on a motherfucking cop. Gary A. Perfect. Good. This is a chick, but fine. They can be Gary A. Oak. I'm Gary Oak. I'm on a boat. 66. Sonic Cube. Alrighty, that's a great name. Name list has done us well. Start. Whoops, let me go back to that view. The gods are very angry. The blood machines came at night. They swept through your village, cutting and burning your people with the blades and devil fire. Only a few of you escaped. Now, after a harrowing journey with no friends to turn to, you must build a new home in the wilderness, like your ancestors did. Begin! Okay, so first, off the bat, I'm gonna allow the use of all of these items into the items that came with us. I'm gonna double check who is good at what. So you're good at building. You're good at also building. You're good at melee, so you're gonna get the... You're also good at shooting. Okay, you're gonna get the bow. You can also do a little bit of shooting. What am I missing? I feel like I missed someone. Shooting 1, shooting 0, shooting 1. Okay. We don't have too many good shots on our team. But it is what it is. Everyone else who can melee, especially you, get a melee weapon. I think the Pila... You can always check stuff out. Spears for throwing. So this count as shooting. Possibly does. So we're gonna give that to Sonic. Hopefully we'll be getting some better weapons fairly soon anyway, but the good thing is none of them are incapable of fighting. And that is always, you know, you might end up with somebody who's just like pacifist. And, I mean, you fine, you can... Let's look at the map. Also, what the fuck are we on? We're on this lake, aren't we? Okay, well that kind of cuts down the amount of land we have to play with. We also landed, you know, dead center on this middle island. I'm not even sure if this is traversable. If you look in the bottom left, it'll tell you stuff about the terrain. I can also just hold the Alt key. There's salmon in this lake. I mean, this might be shallow enough to walk over, but I don't think this is. Although I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I played RimWorld, and they've updated the game quite a bit. Good thing about this map, we have lots of trees. And trees... I mean, we can, well, build a lot without having to worry too much. So, speaking about building, we now need to plan our base. Plan. So to start us off, there's some ruins here that we may make use of in a little while. I think what I'm gonna do is just build like an extension onto here, which will serve as like our first room. I do want to leave some room for exterior walls, and we have kind of limited room here. I guess let's do it more like this. We'll put a door there and there. Whoops, why did that happen? This will be our initial room. Then we're gonna make a zone. Stockpile zone is where we're gonna keep essentially good stuff like food and other supplies. Maybe that can be this room there. That's not even built yet. So now we can check what goes in here. We're gonna allow chunks, we're gonna allow plants, we're not gonna allow... I mean, it's gonna be a refrigerator eventually, so we're gonna allow corpses, but not human corpses. And no rotten stuff in there. Let's just do that as a generalization for now. And then we're gonna make the dumping zone, which is where we're gonna throw a lot of not just garbage, but other stuff, let's say. I'm gonna put it down here. So this we're gonna allow rotten, we're gonna not allow fresh. Corpses, everything Forever, nothing but human corpses and chunks. Alright, that should work for now. If we need to change things, we'll do it. Now, the next important thing we need to do is set priorities. Right now, everyone is on completely even priorities, and we're going to hit manual priority, which allows us to tailor who does what a little bit better. It's very important that we do this. I know it's a little bit of a slow start, but that's what's got to be done. So, Dark Study is something I'm not familiar with. That might be new. It might have been part of an anomaly. So, Sonic is very good at building. I think he's going to be our main builder. So we're gonna go on to construction, and Sonic is gonna be builder on number 2. Everyone's gonna need to have firefight on number 1. And who is gonna be our doctor? That's a very good question, actually. Patient, let's put everybody on 2. That's so that they actually go into the hospital when they need to. Otherwise they won't, and then they'll suffer, and our colony will suffer. Lion is gonna be our plant cutter. Farmer can also do that if he has nothing else to do. And let's also put Chamber onto plant cut. We're gonna be cutting a lot of them. And our main planter, that's also gonna be Lion. And Chamber can also do that. And Sonic can do it if he has nothing better to do. You're gonna be the tailor and the cook. And the smithy. Now, who should be our hunter? That's also going to be Chamber, but I'm gonna leave them on free for that. Anyone can do research. Free. Gary Oak is good at being a warden. Child care, although that we don't really have to. That is a thing right yet. And we're gonna put them on number 2 for basic. And also for construct. Now the only one who has medical skill, well, none of them have great medical skill. So they're just gonna have to doctor each other. Yeah, it's gonna be a little rough with the injuries. They should all self-tend. If they can do any kind of medicine, they should self-tend. Okay, you're not doctors, so that's fine. There we go, it's like MASH, everyone's a doctor. Go! My phone is near one of my cables. Really? I didn't even notice. It's on silent. I'm gonna put it over there. It's making a weird sound. Ooh, there's a jade knife here. Oh yeah, we also got some pets here. We got Gracie, a Yorkshire Terrier. I guess let's find out what that is. Small, even-tempered dog. It likes nuzzling, and that can give mood boosts. So, alright. Some animals can be trained into different things. Dogs can be. They're bonded with lions. That's Lion's personal dog. We're not going to try to train him right now. We also have a cat, a male cat named Wolfgang. In fact, We're gonna change the name of Gracie to Sargasso. There you go. Now you're in the game. And we have a horse here. Okay. I'm not sure what use that is. It has Alzheimer's. Very well. Just gonna give them a few choice trees to cut down. And that's a medical plant here. If we double tap this, it'll reveal a whole bunch of them, and then we can hit harvest. That'll grab us some meds. You can see in here in the top left what we actually have in our colony, in the storage, which is what the things that count in the stockpile. That's why it's important to make a stockpile, like, what is that game? Stronghold? Pretty sure Stronghold had the same system, more or less. Fallen monolith. It's right here. Cthulhu left this behind, so we're not gonna mess with it. I mean, no, the horse is called Rover. I don't feel like naming anyone after, or naming the horse after anyone. You're the dog here, the Yorkshire Terrier. It's like a pit bull terrier, except maybe not as terrifying. So we're building our one big room, which is going to be a multi-barracks. Multi-pass. I need to not get carried away with building too much right now. We should also designate this growing zone, which is going to be our farm. Where should we put our farm? I feel like I want to put it over there. And we shall plant some rice. Okay, good. So what happened now is they're done constructing that room. They're gonna roof it over, so it actually, well, has a roof. And yeah, now we need to make sure everyone has a place to sleep. This is gonna be a barracks. Oh, we don't know how to make a bed. We don't know what a bed is. Well, fuck. So we can't do that until we research what is a bed. So instead of that, we're going to just give everyone a sleeping spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not going to be very comfortable. They're just going to sleep on the floor in there. And let's give them some light in that place as well. Torch right in the middle. Yes, so that brings me to the research screen here. Complex furniture, I guess is what we need for a bed. Yes, it is. So we're here. We know fishing, how to make a cooler, how to make a bow, how to plant a tree, and how to make some tea. We don't know anything else. And this stuff takes a long time to get to, but, you know, to get to the end game, that's where you have to get to in the research tree. As far as I know, anyway. So the next priority we have is gonna be food. We don't want everybody to starve to death, so we need to make something off a kitchen. Let's do this like that, so it lines up with that door. Kitchen and a dining room. Although we may not even be able to make a Oh no, here it is. Okay, butcher table. We want the butcher table not to be in the kitchen for reasons of food poisoning, so we'll put it there. And then the stove will go in this room, like here. We can actually use this table that's already here. I just put this in the main living area. Put it in the corner there. Okay, so we'll eat in the barracks and we'll cook and butcher in those other two rooms, which I made a little too big for what they need to be. But that's okay. And a couple of small stools. There. They're doing it. It's probably gonna hit nighttime before they finish this stuff. What is the blood here for? Blood off. I don't know. It doesn't tell me. Stone, so people don't get bored. We're gonna put that up there. Lion's been planting some rice. That's good. There we go. So we got a table, some beds. I'm gonna designate this rabbit for hunting, since I'm a little worried about the food situation. Who did we make our hunter? Let's make sure they're on 2 for that, so they actually want to do it. Okay, good. So now we have a table and chairs. No one is going to get a debuff from eating without a table, other than they already had done it previously. So our butcher table is done. We're going to add on butcher creature. Do it forever. Now we may not have steel to make that stove right now, so what we can do instead is build a campfire in this room. And building a campfire inside might be a little dangerous, but we're gonna do it anyway. Where did these guys get these corpses from? I have no idea. There's some random dead skeletons around. Get it? Get the rabbit? Ah, you're a terrible shot, chamber. Put one in the chamber. Look at that fish. Did you guys see? There's actually an outline of a fish here in the river. Look at that. That's cool. You missed. New quest. What's this? The group of poor travelers, including a child, are approaching and looking for help. Travelers are begging for free herbal medicine. They need medicine to make an operation. You give the items by selecting a colonist and right-clicking on the oven. They'll be here for 1 day. And they're on the map already. Okay, so we'll let them get a little closer. I am gonna give them... They don't want terribly much. Yeah, they want free herbal medicine. That's fine. We can afford that. And maybe we'll get some payoff for helping out those dudes. There you go. Nighttime is the right time. Alright, and now we're gonna add cook simple meal, or we can make pemmican. Doesn't taste amazing, but will last for a long time. Maybe we should just build this first. Times 4. Do it until you have, let's say, I mean, we're at 115 pemmican right now. Should be a faster way of doing this. That probably is. Let's go to like 200. $205. Okay, and then the next priority will be cook simple meal. We're gonna do that until we have, say, 30. Now the traders are here. Who's good at social? Social, Oak's pretty good. Oak's our best one. Gary, Oak. Go give them some meds. Look, they got a kid there. Errol. Errol? Errol. Sonic actually went ahead and made the simple meal before the pemmican. I'm not sure why. Anyway, we completed that quest, and something else happened. Discovered launch site. Ovens shared a secret with Gary Oak. You have learned the location of an ancient launch site. Jump to ancient launch site. It's over here. So you can loot structures for variable resources. Alright. Anyway, everyone's sleeping, so let's speed it up. Hey, Galty, how you doing on this hot summer's day? While everyone is sleeping, let's go ahead and plan another room for them to build. What we need is a workshop or dedicated research room. What else? What else do we need? We need to enclose this space so that becomes covered with a rooftop. Otherwise, all of these things are going to eventually rot away. Refrigerated. It's refrigerated. What's the temperature? 6 degrees. Okay, 6 degrees outside is fine. We're in the middle of spring in the game right now. So that's pretty good. I think let's make this place into our research station, since we definitely need to get some research going before too long. That room's a little big. We're gonna need to also give everyone an individual bedroom eventually. You're melting. Hope you got some ice cream or something, and that the new ice cream come out. Yeah. Oh, we don't have any steel at all, so we can't actually make this. It fits better in this room. This room is designated as kitchen. This one is designated as room. I think I'm gonna put it here. You can always move stuff around. Anyway, no one's gonna build it until we have steel. So, how shall we get some steel? Ancient shopping cart. Look, this used to be a supermarket right here. I suppose. I mean, it's got sarcophaguses here, so I don't know what the hell kind of building that used to be. It's got ancient ATMs, shopping carts, steel tables, and sarcophaguses, and the steel urn. Well, steel urn, is it useful? It does add to beauty of a room. Rooms are rated, like you can see here. The barracks is rated as awful. However, it is somewhat spacious, somewhat poor, hideous, very dirty, so on and so forth. So we can actually move that, claim it, and reinstall that, I don't know, here in the corner, and it'll make the room look a little better. Let's take 3 of those and deconstruct them and see if that helps. Berry bush there, we can harvest for some yummy berries. But there's a big thing here. Ancient pipeline. Turn that into some steel. Yeah, how you been doing, Galti? What's going on today? How have you been enjoying your weekend? Okay, Sonic's gonna start building the research bench. Really need someone to deconstruct that steel, though. Let's tell him to chop down a few trees over here. And we should also go hunting again for food. If we zoom out all the way, it actually highlights the animals in blue. There's new animals in this game. They just released this new DLC, which is why we're playing it. Heron, that's new. Turkey, that's been around. Let's hunt the turkey. What are these? Ah, do you see the fly? That's cute. Sparrow. Sparrow. Spearow. I've been playing too much Pokemon. God damn it. A swan. Nice. Ooh, I just spotted something over here. This is a steam geyser. We can actually use that to power the base in the future when we have that tech. Not being too bad. Not being up to a lot, just out for a lunch. Back in work tomorrow on a Sunday. Yeah, that sucks, dude. I don't like having stuff to do on the weekend. Weekend should be free. Keep it free when you can. Otherwise I get pretty bitter and I'm like, I'm at work on weekend. It sucks. To be honest, I'm like that all the time. Yeah, I've been noticing your TikToks. That's pretty good. Like your band off Grover's TikToks. Those are going good. I did want to finish Need for Speed before I started this game, by the way, because I don't like having too many games going at the same time. Need for Speed is about to be at the end episode. I'm pretty sure next time I play it will be the end of that series. And I kind of want to wipe it from my hard drives to free up some space so I can install other stuff. I may get an SSD soon, my dude. I was checking one out. I kind of do need one. Dude, Summer Sale came and went on Steam, and I had stuff in my cart and I didn't buy it, and then it ended, and I'm like, fuck. I was gonna buy Battlefield 2042, but it's okay. Technically, I already own Battlefield 1 and 5, so at least I can play one of those ones instead. Is anybody actually... Yeah, they did deconstruct that thing. Okay, cool. Did they? Where did the steel go? Let's just destroy all of that. It's useless anyway. So fishing is a new thing in this game. I'm not quite sure how it works. Fishing, create an area where hunters will fish. May be placed over water containing fish. Large bodies of water are generally better for fishing. Okay, let's try it out. Let's say you want to fish there. Fishing. Do until you have X, 100. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. We need to hunt something else. Now, here's a big animal to hunt: buffalo. However, these can, possibly will, fight back. They are, you know, like a giant woolly cow type thing. Although it would supply a lot of food. How about this moose? There's a moose about the hoose. And there's even female moose, or elk over here. Let's hunt an elk. That should be a good amount of meat. You got an SSD for the main games you play, and stick the old stuff on the HHD. I use an external. I use a 4 terabyte external to play and install most of my games. However, I think I do want to have an SSD, because when I did play some games like multiplayer games like Tarkov, it just took a while to load in compared to people who I was playing with and other users that loaded in a lot faster. So it kind of put me in a disadvantage there, and yeah, I think I would just like to have it for some games like that to cut down on the loading time. It takes 10 years to load some newer games, I'm telling you. Don't play Tarkov on a HDD, never again. Although mostly I play old games anyway, like you, so it's no problem. even my newest games, they're still like, what, 2017, and... yeah, it's a little bit back now, isn't it? Thought about maybe playing for Lost Planet. Oh, that's a game that I always had wanted to play. It was on my radar because I remember the trailer looked super cool. You got to shoot the giant squid in its eye, the glowy yellow eye or something. One of my friends always wanted me to play Lost Planet free because that one can co-op. Was that Dead Space free? That can co-op. I don't know. Anyway, that was a franchise that I wanted to try out sometime. I'd be happy to see you do it, though. That would be pretty awesome. It's like giant mechs versus random Cthulhian creatures in the ice. Why did it die, though? The franchise just disappeared off the face of the planet. Lost Planet. Lost Planet became lost on its planet. Number 3 had co-op. The first game was one of the first you had on the 360. My first 360 game was Mass Effect. Mass Effect 1, which was on your top 6 list, and I was glad to see it. It was a super weird experience, though, coming from PlayStation 2, which had, was my console before I had Xbox. There was nothing like Mass Effect on PlayStation 2, so having all of those dialogue choices and even the RPG mechanics was like a fairly new thing for me. I was more used to just playing, Star Wars Battlefront and Grand Theft Auto and things like that on PlayStation 2. Yeah. But I enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed it. Actually, I have Mass Effect installed on this PC here, and one day I found at a charity shop all free discs, cases for the discs, and the leaflets, box releases for Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, and I picked them up because they're like, £1 each, so there you go. I have them. I also have the Legendary Edition, which is the remaster. However, you know how I tend to play the original release first, anyway. I did that with Red Faction as well. In my mind, it just means I get to play the game twice, you know what I mean? I get to play the original, and then if I want to play it again, there's the remaster. That's way cool. Yeah, I mean, they're just sitting in a plastic box. I don't know what I'm doing with them. But one of the codes actually activated still, even after all of those years. The digital redeem code worked on my, what's it called? It's not called Origin anymore. EA app, EA Play. I remember when Mass Effect Andromeda came out, one of my other streamer friends played through it on release, and I kept thinking, it's an okay entry. It got a lot of hate for its bad facial animations and whatever, but I just remember laughing a lot at the aliens in the new galaxy. There's like a planet full of waterfalls, and the aliens in there, I kept calling them fish dog aliens because that's what they look like. They look like fish with like floppy ears or something. I can't exactly remember. The Geth are cool though. The main enemy in Mass Effect. I always thought that design, those robots, look awesome. Do we still not have any steel, guys? What is happening here? Salmon. Somebody fished. They did take away all those carts, but I don't see any steel out of it. So, okay, the other reliable way to get steel is mining. Like Minecraft. So here's some steel stuck in the middle here. Compact machinery. Doesn't make that for mining, and we're also gonna need to tell somebody. Let's do it. So Gary Oak is the best miner, so is no one else. So we're gonna make Gary Oak. Prioritize that after they're done sleeping. Yeah, they're gonna go do it now. That's sweet. Andromeda. I mean, I don't know. I didn't play it myself yet, so... Did it kill the franchise? I can't really say. Maybe it did. Our first games on the 360 were Dead Rising, Quake 4. And you got them along with Lost Planet. I think my first game after Mass Effect was Halo 3. And then GTA 4. Which I played both of those things extensively. In fact, I think I played through GTA 4. I don't usually repeat playthrough games. Like, once I played it, I don't usually play the story over again. But GTA 4, I've played at least 4 times over now, including getting all the pigeons and all of this stuff like that. Collectibles. Stunt jumps. In fact, my Steam achievement is like almost platinum. That's almost platinum other than the Ballad of Gay Tony. Maybe I can show you what that looks like. Let's see, do I have Steam open? Yes. So GTA 4. I was really trying to platinum this at one point, because you check it out. 51 of 55 achievements got. And most of these were fairly straightforward, other than the ones I didn't get, which is get 100% in all missions in the Battle of Gay Tony. That is really annoying. Oh, something's happening in my other game. Also, this one, win the cage fight. For some reason, I couldn't do that. I tried it a few times over. What's happening in my game? Eclipse. That's okay. We don't mind. Hey, how are our people doing anyway? Let's take a look at their buffs and debuffs. Disturb sleep, egg at the table. You gotta look after your people's mood in this game, because if you don't, they go crazy and will start fights and start, you know, being more of an antagonist than an asset to your colony. Which is why we really need that workbench. Ancient ATM. It's completely useless now. How it got here, hard to say. So did this stuff not give us steel? I'm very confused. Useful for components. Limestone. Steel, there we go. That's more like it. Let's get all of that steel. That's hardcore. Yeah, I was really going for those achievements. I'm not that much of an achievement hunter, but you know, when you really have a game you like that much, then it's worth it. There's a new Mass Effect coming after the main trilogy, so it's not totally dead. I heard something about that. I think it was just like a rumor, but that's nice if it's actually true. What's left? Yeah, it's only these ones that are left. Score 80% in all missions, because in the Battle of Gaytona you have to replay the missions and they've got a score based on like the time you take to do it, your accuracy, like quite a few stats like that, and yeah, it's not the easiest thing to score perfect on them, naturally. And the dance off here, I was never good at just dance, so that still remains. Out of jail. Meow. Let's hunt this moose. They did say that if you overfish a spot, the fish become depleted, so I wonder how we can tell that. Don't want to rename it. Fish population healthy, I see. Welcome back. Yeah, I was telling you, like, the leftover achievements I have here. It's like the dance off, and it's how to score perfect in the Battle of Gaytona missions, which is based on, like, how quickly you do it, your precision, your like, accuracy. Quite a lot of stats, and it's... I got a few of them, but I didn't get all of them. And then this helicopter one kept bugging out on me, because it's like, land this helicopter here, and the thing kept bouncing off of the rooftop. Ugh, I don't know. Also the cage fights. Yeah. If you ever go back to GTA 4, if you ever want to try the Battle of Gaytona expansion, I'd be happy to see if you could handle some of that stuff, you know? But I'm not gonna delete that save game, I'm telling you, because my save game on here on Steam is nearly 100%, or well, it actually is 100% for the main game, and nearly so for Battle of Gaytona. And unpopular opinion, GTA 5 is a downgrade from GTA 4, if you ask me. It's like straight up downgrade. It's like they simplified too much. They made this map that actually, the map in GTA 5 got pretty boring after a while, whereas GTA 4 is just a city, but it's so enjoyable to go around because it's much more compact and detailed. And of course the car handling, the ragdolls, all of that stuff. Like, it's just downgrade in GTA 5 compared to 4. I don't know. They made it easy mode or simple mode. Even the story. Nice, we got a research bench. Yes. Yes. I like my research bench.
ようこそエナジーエアフォースへ。諸君はこれより実戦に。
Japanese. Good. Good. There we go. I don't listen to the game soundtrack here because this game soundtrack puts me to sleep quite a bit, so I keep switching it out like I do in Total War and a couple other games that I play. The original soundtrack is good, but it just makes me super sleepy. It's like this melodic guitar the whole time. War was packed. Hard agreed. Nice. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one who thinks that. Okay, so we can now replace our campfire with this actual stove. I just need to copy over these bills so they know what to do. And let's even make a fine meal until we have 5. Let's say 5. And now let's discontinue fueling that campfire. Is this too loud? This is a little bit too loud. Let me turn it down like there. Okay, so now we have a research table. What we need to do next is set our research project. That's gonna be complex furniture. Go. That's fine. Now, who is our lead researcher? It is either Minogue or Gary Oak. And Gary Oak's usually too busy, so we're gonna make it Minogue. Somebody can give them a lamp in here too. Moose Revenge. Uh-oh. Okay, so what happened here? We shot the moose because we're hunting it. And now it's mad, it's coming after us. So, yeah, we actually got to get into combat here. So let's get everybody up over there. Oh no, he's gonna get hit. Can we outspeed this moose? What do you have? You don't even have a weapon, Lion. You need to go and pick up this knife.
Eliminate everyone!
Yeah, this could be bad. No, he's beating up our dude. Okay, let's everybody just go after the moose. Let's go freaking doggy pile on it. Attack moose. Run, Chamber, run. Yeah. What kind of damage is he getting? He's getting bruised by the moose hoof. Get that thing. All of you. Get that thing. Fuck it up. Fight back. There we go. Melee attack it to death. So we took a little bit of damage here. Nothing too bad, just some bruises. We do need to patch those up. The moose got fucked up. Excellent. And Garioke. Ribcage cracked. Ouch. Damn you, Moose. Kill it. Kill it to death. Did you fall in the water? Gone swimming. Okay. That's a new feature. I thought he was drowning for a second. I was like, oh no. Take that moose away. Hydration, thank you. I am hydrating. I've got my steel shaker full of water, although the water got to room temperature now, which is not super fantastic either. Oh, Lion, you can relax. So these two injured dudes are gonna go rest. Now, no one is really good at being a doctor. But I'm gonna have either... I'm gonna have Lion patch him up so that those bruises don't turn into scars, because a scar will cause them constant pain debuff pretty much throughout the rest of their life, and we don't want that. There he goes for the herbal medicine. Now, when they do perform doctoring, the result is based on how good they are by the skill level and the quality of medicine as well. The medicine that we have is like some medicine we found growing on a plant, so... Quality 40%, okay, it'll be fine, unless it becomes infected, and then it's bad news bears. There we go. All better now, kind of. And at least we got a bunch of meat from the moose. Moose meat. We'll be eating moose for days. Okay, it's time to build some traps. Since we've just been attacked by a moose, that wasn't actually the type of attack that's gonna happen later. So I want to put some traps around the base, just to chance injure any enemies, actual enemies. And there are actual enemies in this game. There's like Mad Max raiders. Mad Max people, like from Fallout, that will try to just destroy you for no reason other than they're mad. So I'm gonna dot a few of these around like a minefield. And it has a chance of snagging some of them. Gonna need to cut down some more trees. So Minogue's concentrating on cooking. We're gonna put cooking on free, so he's gonna do research instead, and we're gonna prioritize Sonic to be the new designated chef. So we need to get this research done. Look at him go with his mohawk. And bedtime. What's Lion doing? Lion was digging at the steel. Okay, that's fine. We don't really need more steel right now, but we will in the future when we make solar panels. There we go. Everyone's sleeping in their floor. Just on the floor. These aren't actually beds. In fact, they're probably getting debuffed from doing it. Awful barracks, slept on the ground, -4. Yeah, as soon as we get that research finished, we'll be able to build actual bedrooms. In fact, what we can do in the meantime is start planning where those are gonna be. I'm thinking like this. Confusion Rover. That's our horse. It's fine. They can be confused if they want to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess this will be the most impressive bedroom and 2 smaller ones. It's not really even. Still not even. Okay, let's make a... like this. And one more. Then I want to plan a hospital room. And a prison. Okay. Oh, just go. But we'll wait. We'll wait until they're done with the traps and done with the research. What are you doing, Oak? Relaxing.
Cher 25.
Oh, hey, thank you. Hey, thank you, Galti, for the bits, for the biddies. That's really nice of you. You gonna search stuff out for the kiddo? All the best, my dude. Thank you for hanging out. It's always a pleasure. And look at this, we get to name our place. I'm gonna name our place. Well, name our faction. We're gonna name our faction the Primeval Tribe Clan. And we're not gonna be Oasis, we're gonna be Geo City. I mean, we're kind of a tribe. Kingdom, tribe, sector. There. Primeval sector. Now we're established on the map. Somewhere. Where's us? Where do we live? I forgot where we live. Is us? GeoCity, yes, okay. Nice. I like it. We're out of food. That's no bueno. On to another moose. Because that went so well last time. Random muffalo's coming over here. Who's on hunting duty? Chamber. Chamber, get off your ass. And go get us some food. That rice is growing pretty slowly. We do have 10 meals in storage, so it's not the worst. We're not actually out of food. What's that? That's another turkey. Let's see if this one will chase us down for revenge. Let's make a save game. Realizing I didn't save in all that time. Nice shot. Wolverine. Good hit. Now we could actually leave it alone and it'll just bleed out at that point. I don't like how close you're standing to it. Please go over there. Okay. Just in case it decided to attack. And it did. Run away. Where is everyone? You're inside. You're kind of inside. You're running. You're inside. Okay. Two arms. Make a defensive line and maintain a strong defense. Around the table. Okay, at least it's pretty slow because we shot it so many times in the kidney, the body, the leg. Yeah, that's gonna be slowing it down. Nice. Realizing that's not actually good angles. Will it attack our horse? Lion, go in for the kill. Nice job. Haul it. Don't just leave it there. The most dangerous prey. Let's give them some more lights. They like lights. I'll start complaining about being in the dark for too long. Oh, I see why they're relaxing in here, because it's freaking campfire. Jubilee of Independence. What's that? Dance party. It's dance party. That'll make them happy or sad based on how good the room is. And probably some more factors. Nice, we're getting a lot of fish. Summer. Tell me about it. Why did you eat outside? Gary. Gary. Checking if all the chats are done. They are not. Thinking we want to start growing another type of crop in a small patch here. That can be potato. Cotton is going to be useful for making cloves when we get to that. That's fine. Let's leave it on potato. we'll have that be cotton. Small patch. Since we don't really need it that much right now. Okay, we got plenty of wood around us. Nice job. You did it. Oh yeah, I was also gonna talk about, we could go over the floor with floor, but I like to wait until we get carpets, actually, which I know is a little bit far away. If we want to make this a permanent refrigerator or not. I mean, we can put one of those in there, it's fine. Probably we'll make a natural refrigerator along here. Let's plan that out. Maybe I just want to mine out all of this granite. Animal pen. It's not really that necessary. Let's just make it like a temporary location here. Yeah, I may want to cancel that actually. But we're getting a lot of steel out of it. We will need that. Really? Badgers will attack back when harmed. 100% guarantee. I didn't really expect that. Hunted this bunny. missed. Mechanoid signal. What's this? We detected a signal from a mechanoid ship in orbit. The ship has malfunctioned and is slowly losing altitude. By falsely responding, you can make the ship crash land nearby, letting you salvage valuable grav tech. Except for grav engine. I don't see any negative consequence from that. Okay. Grav engine. Oh shit, there it is. Did it take out something else? What is this? A cipher? Grav panels? Yeah, let's grab all of that. I don't know what we're gonna do with the cipher. Grab and send the colonists to inspect this. Inspect. Who's not busy? Lion, you're never busy. Okay, nice. Some of our rice is fully grown. What's this? Amongst our remnants off a crashed mechanoid platform, still intact grav engine hums with energy. You can build a grav ship structure around the engine to create a new grav ship. The engine pushes against gravity, levitating the ship and allowing long-distance travel. Launch a grav ship by researching basic grav tech, and then building fuel tanks and thrusters. Well, I've seen some of that in other people's streams, like Robaz and Cotton, but I don't know if we're gonna do that. At least not right meow. What all is it, this mechanoid stuff? What we can do with mechanoids? We can smash them somewhere. Right. Ritual spot. It should be in here. Marriage spot. I don't know. Just anywhere. Party spot. Sure. There you go. Meditation spot. That can be over here. Look, this late burn. Let's use that to spruce up the place. Over there. Nice. We got rice. reason. I'm not streaming on a laptop, but I read my chat on one. What is this? Oh, it's just a little sparrow. That's so cute. It's so adorable. I feel like shooting a buffalo. The chances that we actually have an enemy step on any of these is random. It's gonna be like a minefield, like I say. We'll expand more on that concept later on. I know a lot of people like to build those corridors full of traps. I don't tend to do that. I know it's effective, but I don't tend to play that way. Just my personal preference. I know that it's probably why I never get too far in this game. My colony gets torn down most of the time, but you know, losing is fun. I like to play fair, let's say. Although I know the game doesn't really like to play fair. Oh no, why are we always getting revenged on? Damn it. Run the fudge away. Everybody. Giant monsters. All out attack. Let's see if we can actually escape. Oh yeah, it's slow. It's slow and it's gonna bleed to death. There you go, not a problem. There we go. Everybody relax. False alarm. Cougar. Wait, hold on, I didn't see this. Hunting Sanic. Sanic is inside. That's bad. We're gonna have to take down this cougar. I don't know if they give up. I don't remember. I think they might just like switch to another colonist. Okay, let's everybody, especially you, Sonic. Got the corpse. Really need to keep an eye on things right now. Let's make a line of defense. I mean, we could stay inside. Let's see how that goes. It's probably gonna be a crazy revenge if we shoot it. Oh no, it's opening the door? Are you kidding? Fucking take it out. It's bad. Why could it open the door? Okay, not too bad. Did anyone get hurt? No, actually. I don't need to rescue it. I want you to get it. Before it gets up. Ah, it's pretty fucked up. It'll be okay. That's what you get, Cougar. Coming to the wrong neighborhood. laptop is frying because of the temperature in this office. Okay, everyone went to sleep. Other than Oak. Group of travelers. Where? Aha. They don't have anything to trade. They're just passing through, and they're animal people. Dove. Purple Born. And these are not animal people. What are they? They're from the Rebirth Alliance. Nude Chamber. What's that? It's their religion. Pain is virtue. Individualism. At least they're not cannibals. Their holy relic is a assault rifle. Okay. And liberal artifact. Well, alright. Ooh, Oak? Oak should come back. They are. Game of Herbal. Interesting. It trains intellectual skill. Just put it outside somewhere. Here. By the farm. I suppose in 2 days someone needs to get on this stuff. If I put this here, does it turn into a workshop? No. Okay, good. And forever. And why don't we make a couple of recurve moves? But we can't. So it's good enough at crafting. Almost. Minoga's almost. Make them practice on... I don't want them to use steel. Tribal wear. War mask. I mean, I guess someone can have a war mask. We are cave people after all. Making meals out of rice and nothing else. Why don't you butcher? And you have some meat. Yeah, look at all that meat. And the cougar eventually bled out. And now it's on the menu. With that task done, I feel like that's where I'm going to end things for today. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. It's been a good start to our RimWorld playthrough, wouldn't you say? I think so, and I'm just going to double save this as Let's Play. Oops. Here. Let's Play. Which will be our main save when we quit. So, until then, I'll see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Up on the foot, don't you? I'm reminded of the apparent ease in which this little coral seemed to slip in and out of the Colossus. Were it not for a small matter of time having stopped in there, I'd send her with Ramos glowstone without a moment's hesitation. Yo, Prince, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. Hope you had fun playing RimWorld, Prince. Thank you so much for sending your community my way. Really appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Hope you all are doing good. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday. And yeah, welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all of you coming in. Hello, hello, hello. I'm doing good, Prince. Hope you're doing good as well. Hey, that's good to hear that you're doing good. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad, I'm glad. Glowstone without a moment's hesitation. How's your stream? It's going good. It's going well. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Meow, meow. 2 meows.